Hi everybody, my name is Goransh. So today we're gonna demonstrate the task persistence layer. So persistence layer is basically it is an acting bridge between a database and application core functions. It keeps the database interactions separate from the main code, making it easier to manage and modify both the parts independently. And now we'll get the output, and we have got the output. We have four files basically: robot command, map command, robot access, and map.access. So basically we have four files here, and now we have the output. We run the command .NET run. We have the output running on 5190 localhost. So we'll jump on postman, and then we'll check the environment and check the port number. Yeah, local one is the environment and the port number is 5190. We'll go on the collections part. Here we'll check first if the environment is local one. Yeah, the environment is local one setup already, but we'll set up it again to local one. Yeah, setup. We are using the post-free SQL here to see the commands we update or put, and it acts the database. And now we will go in the postman and run all the commands. And this is the obviously this is the post-free SQL having all the data. Now we'll go to the postman and we'll run the commands. So this is the first command. It get it gets all the command. So yeah, you can see here all the commands in the postman. Now we have the commands that are used to move the robot. We'll send a request from here. Yeah, you can see the move command is there. Now we have the other command, or sorry, other request, which is getting the command by ID. We'll see we have got the command. Now we'll change the ID. Yeah, the ID is changed. Now we'll send it. Just taking a little bit more time than usual. We'll cancel it and send it again if it's possible. Let's see if it's possible. Yeah, yeah, it worked. Yeah. Now we'll post have a post request adding a new command to the robot. So now I'll update this, change the name here, and the description here. The robot command is the same. Yeah, I'll change the description. Now we'll send the request. The description and the name is changed. Now we'll send the request. Yeah, it's going, and I don't know why it's taking so much time, but yeah, it will work, I guess. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, though we'll see the post free if it worked. Refresh it, and yeah, we get it. It's visible now. Yeah, it's visible. Kite is invisible. We updated the kite name, and it's visible with the movie description. Now we have the request for updating the commands. Robot commands. We'll check just select the ID here, and then update the command we want to update in the body. So yeah, we have taken the rocket, and now we'll send it while waiting, and I guess it should be updated. It's taking more time than usual. I'll cancel it and run it again, I guess. Yeah, it's cancelled. and now we'll send it again. Yeah, command is updated successfully. Now we'll check the post query if it's updated or not. So yeah, we refresh it, and yeah, here you can see the rocket part in the third ID. Yeah, it's visible. Now we'll go to the map requests. Before the map request, we'll have a delete the robot command with the ID, specifying the ID. So we'll put a ID here that one we want to delete. So now we have put the ID here. Now we'll send the command and see, yeah, it's deleted. We'll check on the post tree also. We'll refresh it, and yeah, it's deleted. It's not there. So now we'll go to the postman again and check the requests for all the maps. We'll send the map request, and in the post tree also we'll change to the map commands. View and edit all rows. Yeah. So here we are. Here we'll see the here we'll see the all the commands of the map we'll request. Now we'll send another request for the maps. Getting all the square maps, it returns this response okay, because it's just one map. Now we'll jump to update the map, and yeah, here we'll update the map. Just edit, and I guess it's updated in the refresh it. Yeah, you can say it's updated in the PostgreSQL also. Now we have the post a new map request where we have to post the new map, and for that we'll just update the ID and the name. We'll update the description too, and after updating all three of them, just send the request. Here, as you can see, I'll send the request here. Yeah, the request is sent. It's taking more time than usual. I don't know why, but I think I should cancel this and send this again. I should cancel it. Yeah, it's cancelled. I'm sending it. Yeah, now it's done. Now we'll check the PostgreSQL for just to see if the command is like new command is posted. Yeah, it's posted. You can see it here. I refreshed it and it's successful. Now we'll jump to the code. Yeah, here we are on the code. We have seen the output. Now I'll explain the code. We have two files basically: map.xs and robot.xs. Robot command.xs. Robot.xs. So well, first we'll study about these are the files we have already studied about: map controller and robot controller. Now we'll study about map.xs and robot controller access. So first we'll study about robot controller access. So in this code, basically we have used the namespaces and the header files which are required for code to run, and npgsql namespace is used to uh, interact with PostgreSQL database. And now we have the start using robot controller API. This line is just importing the namespace. Then we have public static class. It defines the starting name robot.command.access, and which provides the methods to interact with the robot command table in the database, the table which we make in the database in the PostgreSQL. Then we use the connection string which is used to connect to the database with the code, and then we have the static public static list, which defines the static method named that is get robot commands, and it returns a list of robot command objects. Then we have using VRCon, that is new NPG SQL connection. This is basically it creates a new NPG SQL connection object named as conn using the connection string. Then we have the con open, it opens the connection database. Then we have the using var command dot is equal to new npg SQL. This basically creates a new npg SQL command object named cmd, which represents an SQL query to retrieve all the rows from the robot command table, the table we created earlier. Then we are in on the using var dr dot is equal to cmd dot execute reader. This line is basically executing the SQL query and creates a npg SQL data read object named dr, which is allowing to iterate over the rows returned from the query. Then we have the while loop with dr. It starts the loop to iterate over each row, and the result is set to be returned by the query. Then we have the inside the loop we have int id, and it retrieve all the value of the id columns from the current row in the result set. And then we have the robot commands dot add, and it obviously adds the new commands created adds the newly created robot commands object to the list of robot commands. Then we have public static void add robot commands. This line defines a static method named add robot commands, and that takes robot command object as parameter. It inserts a new robot command in the database. Then we have using var con and con open, it opens the database connection. Then we are using var cmd is equal to new npg SQL command insert into robot commands. The properties are mentioned here. This line, it's just creates a new npg SQL commands object named cmd, which represents SQL query, and it is used to parameterize queries to prevent SQL with injection attacks. Then we have the parameters. The parameter named name to the SQL command sets its value to the name property of the command object. Then we have public static void update robot command. This line is usually defined as starting method named update robot command that takes the robot command object as parameter. Then we are using cmd. These lines are these lines create a new database connection and open it and creates a command object similar to add robot command method. Then we have the public static void delete robot command. The all the process will be same in the above codes and queries. When they'll be just end the code. Now we jump to the robot command control access data. It's basically using the again the header files, the namespaces from the ASP core. Then we have the connection string again, which is connecting to the database, the code to the database. Then we have the public static list map, that is get maps. This line defines a static method named get maps and returns a list that it obviously returns a list of maps. Retrieve all the maps from database. Then we have br map new list map. This line is like creates a new empty list that stores map objects retrieved from database. Then we use using var conn is equal to new npg SQL connection string. This line is creating new npg SQL connection named conn, which is using the connection string defined earlier. And then we have the connection opened obviously. Then we are using var cmd is equal to new npg SQL command. This line is creating a new npg SQL command object named cmd, which just represents a SQL query to retrieve all rows from map table. Then we are using the using var dr dot is equal to cmd dot execute reader. This line executes the SQL query and creates a npg SQL data reader object named dr, which allows iterating over the rows returned by the query. Then we are using the while loop, and then inside the loop we are using the int id retrieving the IDs. Similarly, it will go for columns, rows, name, description, created and modified it as it went for ID. Then we have the var map. Map is equal to new map ID column. The properties, it creates a new map object using the retrieve values. Then we have the add map. add the newly created map objects to the list of maps. Then we have return maps. This line returns the list of map objects retrieved from database. Now we're gonna discuss about IEnumerable, which is used in the code. This is basically an iteration. It allows the iteration, and it can be used for while loop because it stores up or takes less memory, and it's less time consuming also. And the elements that are retrieved from the collection, it only retrieves the elements which are necessary or it's are needed during the iteration. This is beneficial for working with large or infinite sequence of data. So that's it, and I hope you like this video. Thank you so much.